Welcome to Monday Club! I'm Peter.
I'm Gus.
What's Monday Club?
Monday Club is the only show out there where you get a second chance at your weekend.
Screw Saturdays, party on a Monday. Monday is the new Saturday.
Oh, yeah! Need a little excitement? Snap into a Monday Club. This week we cheers to dads wrestling a toddler. Pete discovers a long-lost misconnection. Gus has a massage parlor mishap. The Star Wars trailer drops. We have spam emails to talk about. Our dirty little football quiz continues. We have a Monday Club meetup in Chattanooga. And, of course, this week's Teachable moment. Stick around. It's going to be a wild ride.
Welcome to Monday Club!
Cheers!
Cheers, Gus! Cheers to all you out there, Monday Club warriors.
Oh, my goodness. What is up, man? How you doing?
I am great. How are you doing?
I, too, am great. Hey, so let's just get this out of the way. Dude, we got to see each other just the other day.
Dude, we did. It was amazing.
It really was. We're going to get into that a little bit later because, honestly, I think I'm still a little bit drunk from us hanging out.
It was weird seeing you in 3D. I just want to say that.
You're taller in person than you are in podcast world.
Right? Yeah, I'm still working off the calories and the beer from that. Okay.
Oh, my God. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But first, my friend, we are cheersing. Did you find this one or did I? I don't remember.
You did.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
it's on Reddit. It must be you.
Okay, yeah. No. We should get sponsored by Reddit for all of our stuff that we cheers to them. Anyway, we are cheersing Monday Clubbers to this week's video. This is, oh man, it is a dad who apparently loves wrestling, and it's him and his kid doing all these wrestling moves that they look real. Right? Like when you see them, just like when you watch a wrestling show like the WWE, I mean, it looks like it really hurts, but it's this grown-ass man just laying the smack down on his toddler who can barely walk. It's awesome.
Yeah, these moves have been practiced multiple times. This is something that this kid has been training since he was born.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put my money on him for winning the Royal Rumble in 2037. Like, this kid is going to be well-trained. It's incredible. He does, like, the tombstone pile driver. He jumps off of a ladder and tackles his dad. Like, he does all of this stuff.
You are a real fan. Tombstone pile driver?
Dude, I am a real fan. When I was in college, some of the most outrageous college parties that me and my group of friends ever threw were for the WrestleMania. We would buy it on pay-per-view. We would just put it out there to anyone who wanted to come to our house. We would float like 4 or 5 kegs, and we did it right, man. Like, we had betting pools that were going on at the end of the whole WWE thing. We would have our own leg wrestling, like we did like Indian leg wrestling to see who would win the coveted house championship belt. And we went to like Toys R Us and got one of those plastic championship belts and passed that around for 2 or 3 years. It was great, man. I love wrestling. Wrestling was amazing, especially back in the day.
Yeah, I go way back to Hulk Hogan and what's his Jimmy Snuka, Superfly guy who used to go off the top ropes. Yeah. And Andre the Giant. That's the last time I watched wrestling.
I'm sorry. The last time you watched wrestling, Andre the Giant was wrestling?
Yeah. I was crushed.
Impressive.
I was crushed when I learned it wasn't in fact real wrestling, but entertainment wrestling. And
right.
If I would have known that, just like if I would have known Santa wasn't real, I might not have hated Santa after that.
Monday Club, if you're learning something painful right now, we apologize. Oh man, so yeah, I love wrestling, and yeah, I was an old school fan too. I remember actually watching Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake, and my favorite was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh.
If I could go back in time and hang out with that dude, I would. I think that would be one of my top 3 people to hang out with. living or dead on that quiz.
Hacksaw Jim Douglas. Remember that guy?
Yeah, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah. And IRS, Erwin R. Shyster, like all those old school guys. And some of them are still doing it, man. Like Sergeant Slaughter is still out there as Sergeant Slaughter doing his thing. And he was old in the 80s. Like, it's impressive.
They stay in good shape.
They do.
You have to.
You do. And, yes. It's not that big of a revelation to say that WWE wrestling is not real wrestling. That being said, I respect the hell out of the shape that those guys are in, and how much training goes into the work that they do. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't jump off the top rope and slam onto another guy. Like, that's not something I would ever do.
Yeah, I feel like it was. It should have been. If I would have known, if it was presented like a magic show, obviously people know magic isn't real, but they go for the entertainment value. Now it is, obviously. No kids. Well, maybe kids might still think it's real. And then they'll be crushed, and then they'll stop watching.
No, I think you're very onto it, that wrestling, especially entertainment wrestling, and magic are very similar. I mean, wrestling is a combination of magic, acrobatics, and soap opera. And if you can put all of those things in together, I think you can appreciate it for what it is. If you think, oh man, that's not real, it's like, screw that. One wrestler picks you up and body slams you, even if they're cradling you and taking care of you the best they can, you're going to get ice packs for a week. I mean, that's not...
No, yeah,
light work.
As an adult, I can appreciate the entertainment that they provide and the physical, athleticism they need. But yeah, I guess I just like real sports.
No, and I respect that too. Like, I don't think that it takes away from the wrestling in and of itself, but I do think that when you watch the Olympics and you watch people do judo in the Olympics and you think, damn, like that's some real actual fighting stuff, versus wrestling where somebody gets slapped so hard that they fall down backwards and then get put in the Boston Crab or something like that,
But like the problem with like judo in the Olympics is that it's boring. Who watches?
Yeah.
Only people who know judo will watch judo.
Judo comes on at like 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time on the Olympics. Yeah, well, but that's I think where the niche of wrestling fits in, right? It's like they took, okay, well, if like Olympic wrestling is really, really boring to watch, but if you spice it up and have them be these crazy characters and have them do moonsault, somersault slams and hit people, then hey, look, we got a show. So anyway, back to this video.
Oh yeah, the dad that was beating up his kid, WWF style.
Right. I love that they take clips from the actual show and make it sound and look as exciting as a real wrestling program. I mean, kudos to these people.
Yeah, he kind of overlaid a audio track of a real wrestling match and the body slam to the mat and all the applauding and everything when he got his kid. It's hilarious. You guys got to watch it. It's funny.
Check it out. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, I think you can appreciate a toddler being body slammed into a bed and how fun that. It's the sheer joy of the kid when he gets to jump off of the top rope and slam onto his dad. That's really what the best part of that video is.
Yeah, his dad definitely got some licks in, but I think the toddler won the match. I think he came out ahead on that.
Yeah. I mean, if it went to the scorecard, I think the toddler definitely won on that.
What if they had a toddler character in WWE?
Just the baby? The baby goes out there. You know what? I bet that there are some wrestlers that could sell it. I bet there's a wrestler out there that could totally sell a baby, like putting him in the fingertip lock and having to tap out. I bet they could do it.
That would be great.
It would be great.
I could just picture the hold to keep him on the ground for the, what is it, a 3 count or a 10 count? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a 3 count. Yeah.
3 count. It's like the suckling hold, and he latches.
The baby just locks on to the nipple and just starts tapping out. All right, well, Here's to you, baby, for kicking your dad's ass in professional wrestling. We certainly salute you, and to the dad who put that video, cheers.
Cheers. I, this week, am drinking a little, going to my Woodford Reserve with a ice cube, and it is delicious.
Very nice.
Being all sophisticated with some whiskey.
Look, I'll tell you what, Monday Club, I have had a hellacious drive. I just got back from doing an 18-hour drive straight from Chattanooga to Austin, and if you can ever avoid just sitting in the car for that long, I highly recommend it. So I woke up this morning and my sinuses are kicking my ass and all of that. But not to wuss out on all you guys, I decided that today was a perfect day for a hot toddy. So I have some apple spice tea that I poured some rum into, and it's already getting the sweat starting here in the studio. So cheers again, my friend. Cheers to your health.
That sounds delicious. I should have some of that. I need to get some apple spice tea.
It's really good. It's definitely good, really good. But that rum and that tea, like the heat from that tea, it's weird. My body is just conditioned to just start sweating it out. It's like all badness, get out. It's it's sort of healthy, I guess. It's I don't know if it's healthy or not, but it's medicinal.
Gus, I believe you.
All right.
I believe you 100%, Dr. Gus. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Monday Club, being part of the club, and listening every week. We love you. Give us a little love on iTunes with a rating and a review if you are so inclined, and let us know what you think on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or email us, mondayclubpodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear from you guys. What do you want to hear? Do you like what we're doing? Yeah, let us know. And especially on Facebook, we monitor that probably the most. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Email us, Facebook, carrier pigeon. We don't care. We want to hear from you. I want to give a special shout out to last week's Dirty Little Football Quiz winner, Tristan Burkholder. Hey, you want a free drink? From us here at Monday Club, congratulations. I actually thought I was going to see Tristan this last week and have a free drink waiting for her at the bar, but she apparently had to work and do some jobs and stuff. So, Tristan, I'll send you your money and send us a picture of your free drink. We'll post it here on Monday Club.
Yeah, thanks, Tristan. I did miss you, too. Maybe I'll see you in another month or so. Who knows? On the road.
All right, so, look, Monday Clubbers, we've had a crazy week. Pete, why don't you start this one off, man? We got a lot to talk about here.
Yes. All right. So today, you said you were feeling a little under the weather. I was a little down today, didn't have a lot of energy, so I had a cup of coffee. I haven't had coffee in like 3 weeks. I kind of detoxed from caffeine, and I was doing great, but I was feeling sluggish. So I had a cup of coffee, and then I felt the room, like about an hour and a half ago, I got like dizzy from coffee. I'm having like a weird reaction to this coffee. It's crazy. I was all shaky. Sometimes I get shaky, but man, if you haven't had caffeine in a while, that dose just kicks your ass. So I'm kind of on edge right now.
I've had that.
Yeah?
I've had that where it's like you haven't had caffeine in a while. You kind of like, for me, I wean myself off of energy drinks until I hit the road, and I really just use energy drinks to keep me alive while I'm driving. And when you haven't had that dose of caffeine in a while, when you finally have it, it is actually, you can tell that it's a stimulant, right? Like you can tell your heart is going faster and that you're talking faster and all of that stuff. So
yeah, it was a weird experience. So time to detox from this cup tomorrow. Get back to normal. So I had a weird experience. I guess you could call it a weird experience. All right. We're redoing our kitchen, so we're applying for a home equity line of credit. So we need some thousands of dollars to do this. And I was calling banks and credit unions in my area, and I called a credit union in my area, and this the loan officer woman picks up and says her name, and I'm like, that sounds familiar. And then she starts talking some more, and then her voice sounds really familiar. And I'm just racking my brain. I'm like, who the hell is this? And I finally placed her. She is the mother of my high school girlfriend from way back in the day. Yes.
Wait. Okay, I'm trying to put this together. So the mother of your high school girlfriend. How long were y'all dating, you and this girl?
I don't know, less than a year, 9 months-ish or 6 months. I don't know, somewhere in there.
All right. Did it get pretty serious with you two?
No, I mean, we were exclusive, and all as serious as high school gets. Not, I wasn't ready to propose.
All right,
if that's what you're asking.
Do you think what I'm getting to is, do you think that helped or hurt your chances at this home equity line of credit?
I freaked out when I realized this. All I wanted to do was get off the phone. That's all I wanted to do. I was just listening and saying yeah, and just answering as little as possible. She didn't hear my last. I never gave her my last name, so I don't think she knew it was me, and she has no reason to think it was me. So she was the only one of the people I called too that was really trying to sell me and be helpful. And like she's like, "Do you want me to? I can email you all this information so you have it on hand." And she's like, "What's your email address?" And it's like, my email address has my at peterbois.com in it. So
right.
Immediately she would know it was me. So I just said, "No, I'm okay, thank you. I'll just take all this information and we'll talk it over and all this stuff." All I wanted to do was get off the phone, but she kept trying. She kept trying. She was sweet and nice, but I just wanted to get off the phone. I was.
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
I
had a knee-jerk reaction. I was so nervous. I don't know why. I mean, we're all adults. If I would have copped to being me, she would have probably been like, "Oh, how are you doing? A long time no see. How's everything?"
It's great. It's great. Hey, how's your daughter doing? Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Those are some awkward moments when you run into like the parents of an ex-girlfriend or something like that. I had a parent of an ex-girlfriend comment on one of my Facebook pages, and it shouldn't, like, her comment was totally legit and all of that, but it shouldn't be weird, but just starting up that conversation, I think somewhere in my brain I was thinking, man, I don't want there to be any chance that this conversation goes any further or gets back to my ex and have them, start something. So you don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So yeah, just cut it off.
If they'll let you. It brings up a memory. I was telemarketing years ago, for a few years right after high school, and I was working for one of those places that gets hired out by other companies to sell random shit to people, and one of them was Disney books. So we were calling parents of newborns and little children to try to sell these books, and they got free books, and then if they chose to continue, that whole thing, we don't erase their credit card number. And I called up a girl that I went to 6th grade with. It was weird. What are the chances? What are the chances I am being randomly connected?
Well, I mean, I'd say about 100%.
What's 100%? I mean, geez, there was 20, 20. Well, I mean, I went to school with a lot more than just 20 people, but what are the chances that I'll be randomly connected by a dialer and call somebody that I know? Or used to know.
Yeah,
and again,
that's always really weird.
I never copped to being
It's a small
me.
world.
Yeah, I never told her I was who I was or whatever. But I had her full name, and I was just trying to get her information, get the hell off the phone.
Man, so another really random telemarketing story. So about a year ago, I was driving home from a gig, and I got a call from a number that looked like a number that I should sort of recognize, so I picked it up, and it turned out it was a telemarketer from my school that I graduated from college, from UT, and it was this poor little cute freshman girl that was on the other end, and she's doing exactly what you were doing, right? Like, it's her first job. She's just calling up to try to raise money for the College of Liberal Arts, and so she calls, and she has a little script that she's going by, and one of her questions is like, well, so I know that you graduated with the degree from the College of Liberal Arts. What did you end up doing with your degree? And me being a smartass was like, oh, well, I ended up being a game show host. And there's this weird pause, and she goes, oh, well, isn't it great all of the places that a degree from the College of Liberal Arts can take you?
Is that a nice way of saying you wasted your education?
Pretty much. Right? Anyway, I just died laughing and then didn't give them any money. So that was my story.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. So one more thing that happened today that I want to tell you, Gus. I got the best spam message ever, right, to my my email. And I want to read it to you and all of our Monday Clubbers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to say it with it. I don't even know what they want. Let me just say that
right.
first. I don't know what they want from me. Okay, hello, comma. Of course, not addressed to me. My cat has been dying for the last 2 years. It is normal to me now. It is simply the state of affairs. There's a rhyme to her medication. There's a rhythm to her medication, a vitamin B shot once a week. And now, toward the end, painkillers. Over the last 2 years, I've come to suspect that my cat has gotten better. More comprehensive planning around her eventual death than most people do. That's weird. I don't know that. Dorothy Parker, Dottie to her friends, is a cat I adopted. She has 2 names and a cat. Is a cat I adopted in Brooklyn from a local vet. She made the cross-country hop with me to Oakland with minimal fuss. Her attitude, most of the time, is that of a 14-year-old Marxist in a Che Guevara t-shirt. One of her favorite moods is murder. She likes cuddling, hates strangers, and goes crazy for ice cream. She steals cheese. I live with a tiny, vicious alien, and I love her. What the fuck?
Wait, there's no donate now or can you help button or anything like that?
No. It's weird. There's an unsubscribe button at the bottom, but I am really afraid to press it.
Oh, yeah, don't touch that. Nuh-uh. Nope.
Is this...
Okay. So you don't know who this came from? It's legit spam?
Yeah, it just says and then it says stay subscribed to get more informative updates. Thank you. And it comes from John Huston, and the email address is daniel.goodwin@bluemarket.info. Should we go to bluemarket.info?
No.
They're in Arlington apparently
not.
Too.
No,
Texas.
no, absolutely. No. I don't know what they're after, and I don't know what... I mean, somebody clearly put some time and effort into making this thing, but no, that's the weirdest spam email I have ever... You win. That is the weirdest spam email I have ever heard in my entire life, and especially that it sort of acts like it wants a donation, but then it goes into like a Tinder profile for the cat.
Yeah, I thought they were going to sell vitamin B shots at first because
right.
The cat gets a vitamin B shot once a week.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, that's weird. You win. How long did you laugh at that?
I'm still laughing on occasion. I'll start laughing. On and off, it's been at least 10 minutes today.
No, that's really funny. Well, about 10 minutes before you and I started recording this, I was going through my Facebook feed and found that the new Star Wars trailer dropped today. I know that you're a huge Star Wars nerd. Me too. Do you want to talk about this? You want to talk about this real quick?
Oh my god. I watched it before I went to bed last night, and I couldn't get to bed. all I was doing was imagining what was happening in Star Wars Episode 8 and The Last Jedi, and I had wonderful dreams, though. That was great. I was a Jedi. I dreamt I was Rey.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's a little weird.
Because Rey's the cool protagonist, right? So
yeah,
and she's a she. So now we have the reverse roles of all the women that have loved Star Wars over the years. Now we want to try to be the woman and all the. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, no,
it's cool perspective now.
Yeah,
But
I think they did first of all, I think they did a really great job on the first one. There's some haters out there who are just like, well, they just redid the first one and did the exact same thing. They just changed the names and the gender. And I look at that and I say, yeah, they did. That's all I want. It's like, did you like Star Wars? Yes. Do you want to see it again, but better? Yes. Okay, there you go.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. So one of our friends and one of our guests that was here on Monday Club, Mr. Eric Diddleman, posted a photo. He got to go to Comic-Con and got to hug and meet and take a picture with Mr. Mark Hamill, Mr. Luke Skywalker himself. And
I saw that.
I don't think that I've ever been that jealous in my entire life. Like,
Ditto.
Eric, I kind of want to flick you off, and then I also just want to touch the hand that touched Mark Hamill.
You think he's washed it yet?
No, I wouldn't.
Hopefully it was
I really
the left
wouldn't.
one, because he probably wipes with the right. That's my guess.
So during when I got married, we had a whole giant spectrum of types of people that came to our wedding, from super religious to super atheist and everywhere in between. And we were trying really hard not to offend anybody, but also have our own wishes respected too. And so a friend of ours, Corey Marshall, who's a stand-up comedian in the Richmond, Virginia area, we had him officiate our wedding, and he got ordained by the Church of the Jedi. And so he became an actual Jedi as ordained online, and married us by the power vested in me by the Church of the Jedi. I now pronounce you man and wife. May the Force be with you. And that's how we got married. It was awesome.
That's fantastic. I want to talk, though, about the trailer a little bit, some specifics. Nerd out just for a minute.
All right, let's do it.
So the previous trailer had Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, ending the trailer with, one thing I know for sure, the Jedi must end, right? So that was crazy. And now this trailer, you see Rey training, and Luke Skywalker says something to the effect of, I've only seen this raw power once before, and it didn't scare me enough then, but it scares me enough now. So they're implying that Luke is training Rey, becomes scared, notices her power is probably close to Kylo Ren, right? And he refuses to train her. But what does a Jedi always do? They always seek out training. So, and then at the end, she says something to the effect of, I need to know where I fit in all of this. And then there's a cut to Kylo Ren extending his hand. Did they cut together two different scenes, or is that the same scene? I don't know. But they're implying that it is, and she's going to Kylo for training. Does she turn to the dark side? What is going on? I cannot wait till December 15th.
Yeah, I'm with you. I saw that, and I noticed all of those same things too. I think they did a perfect trailer. I think they left a lot of questions that they imply are going to get answered. The only thing that they need to do in this movie is just once, for 15 seconds or less, let Luke Skywalker be the ultimate badass. Like, just for 15 seconds of the entire movie, just have him kind of, pop his neck, turn on his lightsaber, and just wreck all of the shop. And if they do that in this movie, they can just take my wallet. I'll give you all of my money. There you go, Disney. You get it.
Yeah, they better not pull a Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope. That was a lame fight scene.
Yeah, or they better not imply that he has all of the powers and then he just sacrifices himself without ever doing anything. That would piss me off. But just 15 seconds, man. Give me 15 seconds of you being a badass and you've got all my money.
Oh my God, do you think they're going to kill him off like Obi-Wan did? Oh, no.
I do.
Gus, why did you put that in my head? I'm nervous now. I don't want that.
Because I think what's going to happen is the third of this trilogy has got to be just the new characters. Like, Han's gone, Leia's gone, Luke's got to go. Chewie might live through all of them. I don't know. But I think that's how it's going to end.
Huh. And they implied that Kylo Ren kills his mother.
Yep. Yeah, they do.
I can believe that because she did pass away. So even if they had to write that in later, but it seems like it was probably built in already because he killed his father. Oh my God!
I know, man. I know, it's okay. But how cool for them, for the new characters that are coming up. Like they got all of them in the same room. Like the chick who plays Ray and the dude who plays Finn, like the new upcoming characters. All of those guys. They did such an amazing job of saying, look, we're passing the torch from what's his name, Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher. You got it, man. You got them all in the same spot, and then after that, it's anybody's game. But how you guys, your ticket's set for those new actors?
Yeah. Do you think they'll probably do another trilogy after this one's over?
They might. Well, I mean, it's Disney, so they're printing their own money. They're like, look, we're gonna have a Jar Jar Binks Star Wars, and everybody's still gonna go see it.
I will get anytime. Yeah, I'll go. I'll be in the theater. I'll give you my money. Just here, take it. I take all my money. I want to see more Star Wars. I think they will, but my hunch is that they're going to save Luke Skywalker's death to the last of the trilogy, Episode 9. I think he's going to pull it through. I think he's going to do a Yoda because Yoda made it to the. No, Yoda died at the end of Empire, right?
Part 2, baby. He died at Part 2.
So this is a Yoda because Luke would.
Yep.
Oh.
God
damn it!
I know.
I'm
Luke watching
Skywalker.
Peter's face, and he's very sad. Well, here, I can cheer you up. Switching gears a little bit. All right, so this last week, I left Austin, Texas with CJ Johnson, and we started driving in the van, and we went up and did a game show. And after the game show, we got a little bit. The game show was in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a little bit outside of Atlanta. We stopped at a hotel, and we got to stay at this hotel for 2 days. The first night, we went out and partied as hard as I think I've ever partied. Like, we both yarked that night. Like, it was not a good situation. There was a bar that was connected to our hotel that was cigar friendly, had karaoke, and had $4 pitcher nights of Blue Moon. And so we drank 3 pitchers of Blue Moon. We had 3 or 4 shots. By the end of the night, we knew everybody that was in there, and it was just not a good situation. So the next day, we very slowly woke up hating ourselves, and we looked in a coupon book that was at the front desk of the hotel. And in this coupon book, there was a deal for a $19.99 hour-long foot massage and a $24.99 hour-long full-body massage. And to try to detox and make ourselves feel a little bit better, I called this massage parlor up, which, by the way, the name of the massage parlor was Wang's Massage Parlor.
Gus, so you went to the right massage parlor, right?
Yeah, buddy. I went to Wang's Massage Parlor. Anyway, so I called up and I was like, "Hey, Wang, I need."
Did Wang answer the phone?
Yeah, I think Wang does everything there. So I was like, "Hey, man, I need to book this special that I see you have going in this coupon book," and I mistakenly said it's for 2. So we get there, and Wang escorts us into the foot massage place, and that was fine. We do that for an hour, and then Wang takes us to this one big room, and he opens the door, and we walk in, and it's the couple's massage room. So it's an empty room with 2 beds just laying in there, and they look at us and they said, "Well, we thought when you said for 2, it was a couple's massage. So you guys good for being in the same room together?" And I mean, we're bros. We've been on the road for a lot of times. Like, we've been sharing hotels. It can't be that weird, right? And so we're like, I mean, it's a little weird, but yeah, we'll be fine doing that. And so they close the door, and then they start the Enya music and the and like all of that stuff, and the lights are down low, and we start disrobing to get ready for our massage, and we unfortunately made eye contact, and then we're like, "Yep, it's weird. It's definitely weird."
So that Oh my God! What? So how far do you guys go down? How comfortable do you feel in a massage room?
Phrasing? No. We stripped to our underwear, and then we looked at each other like, that's it. That's as far as we're gonna go. And we tried real hard not to make eye contact, but it was because it was the couples massage room. Normally they have like a big sheet that they put over you. The couples massage room, they just give you like this little towel to cover your bits, and so like we're trying to get all situated, and I'm just gonna say we tried real hard not to make eye contact through the whole thing. It was a bonding experience. Let's just say that.
You guys are now way bonded.
Yeah, we are. It's like bro level up. Have you ever been in a couples massage with your friend? Well, then that's your next level.
Never have I ever been in a couples massage with my best friend.
God damn it! Well,
oh man. So are you guys moaners in the massage room? Do you go? Are you the kind that go? Oh yeah, right there. Oh, that's the spot. Oh yeah, rub it there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That cranks up the awkward level to 11.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Oh man, you guys are the best.
Oh, okay. Whew. Well, let's transition from couples massage to football, shall we?
Oh yeah. In our weekly football segment, the Patriots are 3-2. They beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers 19-14 in an ugly-ass game. I did not see all of this game because I was in a very loud bar drinking lots of alcohol with you, Gus. But I got to see most in and out of the third and fourth quarter, and there were some field goals missed, I believe, and it was an ugly game by the Patriots, and we expect more out of them. But they pulled off the win, and that's all we really want. So, they are 3-2.
A friend of my mom's used to say about football whenever we'd win, but it was not a pretty game. He'd be like, well, it was an ugly baby, but we'll take it home.
We'll feed it.
Well, that's right.
We'll give it love.
We'll claim it.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Patriots are kind of faltering. They haven't been as strong as everyone has expected them this season. It's their defense, I believe, that have given some trouble. So hopefully they'll get their shit together, and over the next few weeks, keep it going. Keep the win train on.
Do you think it's a rope-a-dope act? Do you think that they're intentionally not doing so great so that they can come back and hit hard, or do you think it's just they're struggling?
They're struggling, yeah. They're finding their place. I think the defense is really struggling. Dante Hightower, I think, is still out, or did he come back this week? Not sure, but he's a huge linebacker for the Patriots, and they're hurting with him not there. He's the leader. I'm not a huge X's and O's guy, so I couldn't tell you all the details. But I just think I think they're trying to find their way with this new team.
All right. Well, Monday Clubbers, as always, we know that a lot of you aren't huge sports ball fans, but we are trying to encourage Pete and his love of the Patriots. And because we know that you're not all sports ball fans, we decided to do our dirty little football quiz. That's right. Here's how this works. I realized when talking to Pete about his love of football that most of the plays and terminology in football are the same words that are used in erotic football. I realized that most of the plays and terminology in football are the same terminologies that are used in erotic fiction. So, here's what we're going to do. I got 3 samples from different erotic fiction stories. I'm going to read those samples. Pete's job is to, 1, to identify the football terminology, 2, to define the football terminology, and 3, to replace that piece of football terminology in each phrase. If you can do 2 out of 3, I will buy a free drink to one of you out there in podcast land. So, Pete, you ready to do this?
Yeah, so we need a secret word for this. You need to post to win this free drink. They need to be the first to post on our Facebook, right? Do we need a secret word this week since we've been doing it for a few weeks in a row?
This week's secret word is vampire.
Vampire.
vampire. So you got to put vampire and then I want a free drink on our Facebook page.
Wait,
here we go.
Should we make them use it in a sentence? In an erotic fiction sentence?
All right, so this week, in order to claim your free drink, what you need to do is use the word vampire in your own erotic fiction and say, I need a free drink using the word vampire in an erotic fiction sentence. You can do that. I will give you a free drink. Okay?
And please don't stop posting once the first person posts. We want to hear all of that.
Yeah. We might buy 2 this week if you can do that. All right, here we go. I hope you're ready.
Bring it.
Reading in my most sensual voice. These are all, by the way, pieces of online erotic fiction that were posted by Remittance Girl. You can go to remittancegirl.com and find all of these erotic stories. Here we go. The boy behind the reception desk stares at me as if I'm a ghost. All the whores he's ever seen have been Cambodian or Vietnamese.
I'm going to go with whores. No, just kidding.
Probably true, but not the word we're looking for.
Reception. That is when the quarterback has a forward pass and someone, a receiver, eligible receiver, catches it, and that is called a reception.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Kudos. A forward pass from behind the line of scrimmage that is caught by eligible receiver, and they proceed to score a touchdown or be downed. That's totally a correct answer on your part. All right.
The boy behind the forward pass from the quarterback caught by a wide receiver for a touchdown. Desk stares at me as if I'm a ghost. All the whores he's ever seen has been Cambodian or Vietnamese.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, you're one of 3. Here we go.
I'm getting into these readings now.
Yeah, I know. You got to kind of put yourself in the mode. All right, here we go. Gasping, keening into my own cupped palm, I felt my head tip back, felt my bones jolt against the thin wall.
This is an interesting one.
Yep.
5,
wow. 4, 3, 2.
Oh my goodness.
1. Time! That's 1 for Gus! Woohoo! The word we're looking for is tip. Tip. I've made some of these a little bit more difficult.
Just the tip.
And by the way, so I was going to use this. Tip was the word that was on my list today, and it was by far this sentence was by far and away not the most graphic sentence that I could have used for tip.
Yeah, we can imagine, Gus.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, so
that's a tough one. That was a tough one.
It is. Tip is the swatting or redirecting of the ball in play, making the possession of the ball free for anyone who is available, both offensive and defense, until the play is ruled dead. That is a tip. Okay, it's 1-1. Pete, this is for the win or for the loss? Here we go. God damn it. He was huge and slightly curved upwards, and, as he drew himself out, his head brushed her in such a way as to drive her wild.
Oh, I can't believe he just said that in public. No, wait, this is a private club. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm going with drive.
Drive is correct.
Boom! You are
Ding,
driving
ding, ding.
down the field, so you are... it is a series of downs or attempts. The series or downs or attempts moving forward to try to get a touchdown is called a drive.
That is correct, Pete. A continuous set of offensive plays gaining substantial yardage and leading to a scoring opportunity. So, Pete, that is 2 out of 3, my friend, which means somebody out there is getting a free drink! Woo!
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. We can just skip me saying this one, right?
Remember, use the word vampire and I need a free drink, but make your own piece of erotic fiction on our Facebook page, and you will get yourself a free drink if you're the first person to do it. Pete, congrats, man. Way to step up.
Ooh, that was the first, number 2, that was the first time I really missed one. I was stumped big time on that.
Yeah, they're going to get more difficult. I've got some plans, man. I've got some plans and schemes.
Awesome. I'm going to have to start reading the rule book now.
Dude, so I think that brings us to this segment.
Hey, it's time for Stories from the Road.
Boom. We've been on the road together, actually.
That's so weird. That's awesome.
Before we talk about that night, I had a showcase at a conference to try to book shows for the new show, Summoning Spirits. Woo! And it went really well, and everyone seemed to like it. You know, when people come up to you and you can tell whether they're, are patronizing you, saying, hey, great job. Yeah. And then they leave.
Yeah, those are always fun.
And then when they're sincere and they really like it, I think they were sincere and they really liked it. I don't think they were trying to put me on. So I felt really good about it, and hopefully I'll book a ton of shows from this. I did get I knew this was going to happen. I just knew this was going to happen one day, and probably won't be the last time. I booked a last-minute show for this month. Up for Summoning Spirits, and the school, a religious school in the South, recently had a complaint about a hypnotist they brought in, and they said there's a small group of alumni. Well, this is a very minor, small, probably 2 or 3 people of alumni that complained that hypnotism is witchcraft. And so they thought that the title Summoning Spirits might not be so good for that little tiny group of alumni, so they asked me to change the title or allow them to advertise it as something different. Of course, I was like, yeah, whatever. So it is going to be Illusions and Ghost Stories. So it still says the same thing, just in a different way. But I just found that interesting.
Yeah,
it's a magic show with ghost stories, so it's not witchcraft.
No, listen, nothing anyone does professionally is witchcraft because witches aren't real. Yeah, like when there's a couple of schools that we work that don't allow hypnotists or magicians on campus because they think it might be witchcraft and stuff like that. And you guys grow the hell up. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to go ahead and put my foot down here. That is just some stupid belief systems. Ghost and witches aren't real. You're here on Monday Club with Peter Bois, who does a show called Summoning Spirits. And Pete, have you ever summoned a spirit?
Only in the bathroom.
That's right, because they don't exist. So yeah, guys, back the hell up off of ghost stories and stuff like that. Ghosts aren't real. The wrestling is more real than ghost stories.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to it. Okay, we can change the name. Yeah, I'm happy to come do my show for you, no matter what. It's just weird that hypnotism was considered more witchcraft than me pretending to do actual witchcraft.
Right. Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that, and honestly, it's 2017. I'm sorry that anyone has to deal with that. Ghosts and hypnosis, while very entertaining and very marketable, just aren't real. So there you go. I've said it. If you have any comments, go ahead, address them directly to me. Let me also say, I was at your showcase, and you knocked it out of the freaking park, man. Your showcase was super professional, and look, you and I are boys. Like I like you. We're cool. But even if I didn't know you, I would tell you that you did a really good job on your showcase, and you had to deal with some stuff professionally while doing your showcase that just showed how much of a pro you were. It's like anybody can do an awesome show when everything goes right, but when some things go a little bit wrong, it's the pros that can make it seem like everything went exactly right, which is exactly what I saw you do on your showcase. And yeah, you just knocked it out of the park, man.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. For those of you not seeing me on Skype now, I am beaming with gladness of all this adulation. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Or whiskey. I'm not sure. It's either gladness or whiskey. or he's conjuring a spirit that he's about to let loose. Oh, man. Well, so yeah, you and I got a chance to hang out in Chattanooga. That was super cool. We got incredibly intoxicated after in celebration of your epic showcase.
They said they were at this bar called The Office. I went just for a little snack and to meet Gus, CJ, and listener Doris.
Woohoo! Hey, Doris.
At the how you doing, Doris? At the bar, and the bar was called The Office. And when I got there, they had these mammoth-size mugs of beer in front of them. How many beers do you think were held in those glasses?
It was a 38-ounce mug. It made me feel like a Viking. It genuinely made me feel like a Viking. In fact, it was such a big mug of beer that we came up with a Monday Club exclusive that I think we should really produce. It had a giant handle on the side of it, so if you did a legit bicep curl, you could drink out of your giant stein of beer. But we decided it would be a lot easier if it had two giant handles, so you could kind of have a giant sippy cup of beer, and I think that's a good idea. I mean, if you're gonna have to drink, it's like it was an irresponsible size of mug for that amount of beer.
Yeah, I know. I had to switch hands. My wrists were getting a little sore.
Yeah, man. I mean, you should probably tape your wrists or get a brace or a workout belt if you're gonna be just one-handing these things. So, the irresponsible amount of beer, and then right next door was a place that served pie 24 hours a day, and we kind of limped over to the pie section, and by that time we were pretty blitzed. Yeah,
that was I just did the math, 2.6 12-ounce beers in that cup. Dude, big glass.
Wow.
So I had that, and then some Jacks and Gingers, and then I tried chugging the rest of another beer, and that didn't work out so well for me.
I had fun escorting you back to your hotel because by the end of it, Pete was doing his leaned back walk where he's just it's like where you can almost see his homunculus in his brain operating the levers left, right, left, right.
Wait, was I saying that out loud this time?
No, but I mean I could see the count going in your brain. All right, so we did our epic meetup, and it was Monday Club in full effect. The next day, I left and went to go do a game show in Delaware. And, dude, I got to tell you about this game show real quick. So we did our Beat the Banker game show, which is the same concept as Deal or No Deal. And we had a perfect storm where the first person that got up on stage was this really nice chick. She was... I don't know. I think she's a junior in college, and she said from the very beginning, she's like, I am going to do this no matter, come hell or high water, I'm going to win the big bucks. And I was like, all right, cool. And we walked it all the way through all of the cases. It came down to her either having a $600 case or a $20 case. And she was like, I mean, I came in here with nothing. If I leave with $20, I'll be okay. But if I win the 600, or if I don't win the 600, and I could have, I will kick myself. So I'm going to go ahead and risk it and go for the 600. And her knees got weak, and I had to bring a chair on stage for her to have a seat in. And the whole audience linked arms and were just holding on to each other. And the temperature in the room, it's a normal theater. The temperature in the room spiked by about 20 degrees. Everyone was just sweating. And so I made a big production of it, and I said, all right, well, you got to live with yourself, and I'm sure that at this point you can. So here we go. You said you're going to stick with this case. Let's open the case. And I opened up the case, and she won $600. And she just started crying. I ran over and gave her a hug. The audience surged forward. It was incredible. It was badass. And so, yeah, I had a really, really fun show. Sucked to give away that much money, because then I had to come out of my own pocket for tolls to get back home. But it was a really, really epic show, and it got filmed. They had a film crew that was there too. So if I get any of the professional footage of it, I will post that online and share it with Monday Club, because it was cool, man. It was really, really fun.
That's so cool. That's great footage too. That's great promo stuff.
Yeah.
That's great promo. Wow, that's so cool. Congrats. It must be fun to give away money, huh?
It's pretty great being the money fairy. I just show up on campuses and I'm like, you get some cash and you get some cash. And especially when it comes down to giving away big amounts, it's $600 isn't going to be life-changing per se, but in college, that's
That's
that'll
a lot
buy
of money.
most of your books. Yeah, that'll pay for your rent. Like, that's a lot of money. And so, yeah, it is. It's pretty epic. What's great about that, too, is we're at that same school every 2 weeks. And so the fact that we actually gave out that much money just gives us so much more cred for the next time that we're back there. People will show up and be like, well, I mean, it's possible, right? Like maybe lightning will strike twice.
I love how
yeah,
the audience,
it was cool.
The audience was all in on her side, and they were linking arms.
Oh, they were,
and
man.
They were
like
really,
I said, people
all
were
the
linking
energy.
arms and like getting down on one knee or standing up, and then just the surge that hit the stage when she actually got the 600 was really cool, man. It was really fun to be part of that.
Yeah, I can relate to that. In that's probably the same feeling when you get around an amazing craps table in Vegas. When every roll's a winner, you're just everyone's hugging each other and high fiving and buying each other drinks and that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. Those are good times too.
We should teach some stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
Teachable
moments.
All right, my teachable moment is a short story with a little moral at the end of it. Yesterday, I went shopping with my almost 2-year-old son. Of course, he's in the back seat in his car seat, and it was raining out. So I did. We have a garage, so I didn't put him in his rain jacket when I put him in his car seat. So he did not have his rain jacket on. So I needed to put that in on him when we get into the store, or before we get into the store, so he doesn't get soaked going from the parking lot into the store. And so I park, and I think to myself, how do I do this? So I sit in the back seat with him. So I run out of my car, out of the front seat, and go into the back seat, and I close the door, and I get in there, and I'm putting him in his rain jacket, and I'm zipping him up, and then I got him in my arm, ready to go out the door, and I try to open the door, and nothing. Guess what? Guess who forgot I had child safety locks on my doors? I'm locked in my own car in the back seat with my kid. Luckily it was an easy fix. I just had to lean over the front seat, put the key in my car in the ignition, put the window down, and open up my door. But I felt like a pretty dumbass at that moment.
Those are the worst, man. Where you put yourself in that weird situation where it's like anybody watching is just like, oh, dude, that's like a boneheaded dad decision, right? Like you police card yourself.
Yeah,
You just got in the back seat and police card yourself.
I'm glad I took down the cage from the front to the back seat. Otherwise, I would have been real screwed.
No joke.
So yeah, don't forget your child safety locks in your back seat if you're going to go into the back seat. Don't forget them.
That's a good teachable moment, man. That's good. All right, so mine is this, Monday Club. As I said earlier, I got super hammered in a redneck karaoke bar, and here's the thing. You're going to encounter karaoke at some point in time in your life. I don't care who you are or what your circumstance is. You will eventually be put in a situation that you have to sing karaoke. I like karaoke. I enjoy karaoke. But CJ loves karaoke. He has, at the Tin Tavern that's attached to our office, he has his very own karaoke machine set up with auto-tune and, he loves karaoke. And so I get in a situation where I was just kind of in a chill mood, like I just kind of wanted to hang out, but there was no way I was getting out of this without singing karaoke. So here's my teachable moment, peeps. Make sure that you have a karaoke song just in your back pocket. Like take the time right after this episode to just go through your list and find a song that you know that you can sing karaoke no matter what the circumstance, and just write it down. Write it in your notes or put it in a place that you will always be able to access. So when you do get put in the situation where you have to sing a karaoke song, you can just comfortably get up there and knock it out of the park. So my personal karaoke song that I can always do no matter what is Fire, Water, Burn. You know that song? The roof is on fire. That song?
Yeah. That's not much singing,
CJ,
right?
Nope, not much singing at all. And you get to just yell out a bunch of curse words to a bunch of random people that you've never met. That's pretty fun. CJ's is always Rapper's Delight. He likes to go for the Rapper's Delight and the song Strokin'. That's another one of his personal favorites. So there you go, Monday Club. Find a song that you can do karaoke style that you will always have in your back pocket, and then you will never be put in an awkward situation where someone says, hey, put your name up there for a song or else I'll put it in for you, and you look like a dumbass. So get that done.
That's a good idea. I don't have a song, Gus. Do you want to give me a song?
Yeah, anything by Rod Stewart.
Yeah? Do I look like Rod Stewart?
Rod Stewart can't sing for shit. And so you can be like, Maggie!
All right. Maggie May is my new karaoke song. What is your karaoke song? Post it on our Facebook. We want to know. Give us some
that's a great
thoughts
idea.
of what your karaoke song is. And if you have another suggestion for me, because I need one, unless if you want to dethrone Gus's suggestion, let me know. Because I'm open still. I'm still playing the field on my karaoke song.
No, everybody go out. That's your Monday Club homework this week. Go out and just nail down your own personal karaoke song.
All right, well, thanks for joining us on this episode of Monday Club. Go out there and make Monday amazing.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Everybody, please follow us on MondayClubPodcast.com, Facebook.com/MondayClubPodcast, Twitter @MondayClubPod, Instagram @MondayClubPodcast, email us at MondayClubPodcast@gmail.com. That is also where you can buy us a drink and get a shout out on the old Monday Club. Special thanks to James Caldwell, our sound engineer, and Mr. Zach Holder for our music. And everybody, go out there, be great human beings, and we will see you next Monday on Monday Club.
My vampire had a free drink at the bar and then went down on me. There's my erotic fiction. I want a drink, bitch.